Dear friend, in the quiet depths of the night, have you ever stared into the void of your ceiling and asked, why do I have it all, yet feel so profoundly hollow? We exist in a paradoxical era. You can drape yourself in the most exquisite silks, anoint yourself with the most opulent fragrances, and command empires from towering glass sanctuaries. And yet, when the theater lights fade and you face that clouded mirror, the reflection staring back is one of deep melancholy, profound exhaustion, and eyes drained of their very life force. We labor tirelessly to embellish the vessel, yet leave the soul to starve. And yet, within the most desolate, soot-stained abyss of this society, lives a man who has spent a lifetime breathing mud, toxic fumes, and ash. A wretched existence where sweat bleeds into black dust, the life of a lowly furnace stoker. He possesses no cosmetics, no fine silk sewn, a fractured, coarse brown robe, crusted with the grime of the earth. But, miraculously, amidst this suffocating, mind-scorching purgatory, his blackened face radiates a sovereign halo of pure ethereal illumination. A beauty so tranquil, so majestic, so completely sovereign in its equanimity, that even demons and deities would bow in reverence. His secret is a profound spiritual alchemy that 99% of humanity has forgotten. He never saw himself as a mere stoker of coal. He is harnessing the hellfire of the mortal realm to forge the immortal relic of his own soul. Stay with me today. Let us descend into that fiery abyss together, to learn how to incinerate our burdens, and resurrect the most radiant visage of your true spirit. When the stars still hang cold and indifferent in the firmament, and the world cowers beneath warm blankets, fleeing the bone-chilling frost, the old man awakens. The brick kiln is a colossal, suffocating cage. Dense, lightless, the acrid stench of charcoal and baked clay violently assaults the lungs, invading every breath. As the first ember catches the 100-degree heat, roars to life, violently lashing against his weathered, emaciated skin. A pinnacle of physical torment. Thick, brackish beads of sweat erupt, carving paths through the deep ravines of his cheeks, carrying the black soot that stings his weary eyes. Were an ordinary soul cast into this inferno, the agony would tear their sanity to shreds. They would curse their fate. They would weaponize every swing of the shovel into a strike of bitter resentment. But look closely at those half-closed eyes. Amidst a heat that seeks to drain his very lifeblood, those eyes remain as still as an autumn lake, untroubled by the darkest ripple. He is practicing the alchemy of the mind, pressing his calloused, earth-stained hands together before the violent flames. He offers a gentle, egoless smile. With every log cast into the fire, a silent, sacred vow is chanted from the depths of his being. May this immense heat banish the freezing despair of the destitute shivering in the desolate night. May this blinding light shatter the veil of ignorance, obscuring the minds of all sentient beings. And may this roaring inferno burn away every trace of greed, anger, ignorance, and pride within this very vessel. The moment that vow echoes in the unseen, this suffocating coal pit ceases to be a prison of hell. It transforms into a sanctuary of supreme, cooling grace. He perceives no torment. He experiences only purification. This is humanity's ultimate sovereignty. We may not choose our crucible, but we hold absolute dominion over how our spirit receives it. Hold your breath and gaze deeply into this fragment of charcoal. It was born into a state of deformity and filth. It is the outcast left to roll in the mud, the absolute embodiment of worthlessness. And yet, when hurled into the very heart of the roaring furnace, the agonizing devastation begins. The deafening crackle of its blackened shell tearing apart echoes. And then, from within that shattering destruction, a miracle takes root. The armor of ego falls away, revealing a core of liquid gold, as pure as molten glass. The hideous coal undergoes a glorious metamorphosis, becoming a blinding, radiant ember, exhausting its final breath of life to warm the world. Are our lives not akin to this very lump of coal, awaiting our own catharsis? We wander through this mortal coil carrying profound wounds, bitter resentments, and the degrading toil of mere survival. But if you learn to transfigure your pain into the fire of endurance, that very suffering will forge your soul. It will incinerate the shell of arrogance, burn away the selfishness, and return to you a countenance of pure, unblemished light. This is no mere lip-service philosophy. It is enshrined entirely within the trembling, cracked, and bleeding hands of the old man, as he carefully extracts the most vibrant, glowing ember, to warm the shivering silhouette of a beggar freezing in the unforgiving drizzle. The ancients proclaimed, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. True majesty never lies in whether you sit upon a throne or toil in the trenches. It lies in the intention you breathe into your labor. A mere coal shovel, wielded by selfless hands, ascends to become a sacred instrument of universal redemption. This world has always operated on a deeply ironic equilibrium. Observe the wealthy merchant stepping into the kill, draped in lavish silks, weighed down by the burden of precious jade. But look, his face is a miniature hellscape, brows violently furrowed, a hand covering his nose in absolute disdain, sweating profusely in terror of the grime. The physical fire has not even graced the hem of his robe, yet the invisible flames of wrath, arrogance, and neurosis have already incinerated every ounce of peace on his face. He appears withered, desolate, and tragically ugly. And then, stepping forth from the shadowed dust, is the old man to human beings. Two absolute polarities. Yet, before the radiant countenance, the serene smile, and the sovereign composure of the coal stoker, the silk-clad aristocrat suddenly recoils. He is instantly reduced to the poorest, most pathetic figure in this tableau. Do you see? Wealth may purchase a glittering facade, but no worldly power can ever buy the profound elegance and peace residing in the depths of one's eyes. Your countenance, your posture, your aura, they are the flawless, unapologetic reflections of what you harbor within your soul. A mind hoarding the toxic waste of resentment will inevitably breed a face of sorrow and decay. A mind harboring the luminescent light of compassion will naturally bloom with an intoxicating, radiant grace. The compassionate Buddha once taught, "Those who harbor anger and lamentation shall wear a wretched visage. Those who cultivate patience and compassion shall possess a sovereign, luminous form." Our faces today are the sculpted masterpieces of our past thoughts. Every envious impulse, every venomous critique, is a ruthless chisel strike you carve into your own brow, etching the deep wrinkles of premature aging and misery. But every time you choose to smile in the face of adversity, every time you extend a hand to soothe another's suffering, you anoint your own visage with the divine light of the awakened ones. I implore you, no matter how violently life casts you into the abyss, no matter how degrading the toil forced upon you, keep your heart as pristine as the open sky. Do not seek salvation in distant lands. Transfigure your own sweat into the nectar of healing. Transfigure the fires of pressure into the light of ultimate compassion. When you cease your lamentations and begin to love the universe through its smallest fragments, the most profound, consummate beauty will blossom upon your face. For the appearance is but a shadow of the mind. When the mind finds its center, the universe aligns in perfect peace. Dear friend, the saga of the furnace Stoker does not perish in that dark coal pit. It is a mirror reflecting our very own existence, so that the tears of empathy shed today do not fall in vain. Let us take these 3 seeds of awakening and plant them into the soil of your reality, starting tomorrow. The first awakening, the alchemy of intent, transforming your workplace into a sanctuary. The philosophy, no labor is inherently a purgatory. It is solely our mind that constructs the prison through judgment and attachment. The reality, are you despising your 8-hour grind? Exhausted by the cold emails, the absurd demands of superiors or clients? The micro-practice. Tomorrow morning, before engaging with your screen or your toil, pause for 3 deep breaths. Ignite this intention. May my efforts today forge value for another soul. May the friction I encounter serve to polish the stone of my patience. When you shift your paradigm, even the most mundane report elevates into a sacred meditation of mindfulness. The second awakening, Countenance Born of Mind, sculpting your visage with compassion. The philosophy, wrath is the swiftest blade to ravage your beauty, while compassion is the most priceless elixir for the soul. The reality, we squander fortunes on anti-aging remedies, yet casually allow our scowls, our envious jaw-clenching, to engrave permanent scars upon our faces. The micro-practice. Whenever you gaze into a mirror, look past the skin and hair, pierce the depths of your own eyes. If you detect weariness or hidden rage, draw a profound breath, soften the armor of your facial muscles, and manifest a gentle, egoless smile. Every time you choose to forgive a soul that wounded you, you erase a wrinkle of time itself. The third awakening, warming the world from the depths of your own deprivation. The philosophy, do not wait for abundance to offer grace. True majesty germinates from the most impoverished soils. The reality, we often rationalize, when I am prosperous, then I shall give. But the coal stoker teaches us the ultimate truth. Seize the blackened coal in your hand to transmit warmth. Right now. The micro-practice. Today, practice the art of giving without currency. Bestow a warm smile upon the janitor. Bestow a humble bow of way to a hurried stranger. Bestow a word of strength to an exhausted colleague. Kindness does not deplete your treasury. It only amplifies your radiance. What is your current labor? And what profound intention will you anchor into it from this day forward? Please, Share your testament in the comments below. This space is no mere comment section. It is a spiritual chronicle, where we collectively preserve the awakening moments of our lifetimes. I will personally read every whisper of your soul. If the tale of the furnace Stoker has touched a hidden enclave of your heart today, helping you shed the agonizing weight of survival, please gently press the like button as a gesture of igniting your own flame of benevolence. And do not hesitate to share this video with your beloveds, with those exhausted colleagues battling in the trenches. Perhaps your single act of sharing will be the glowing ember that rescues a soul freezing in the bitter storm of pressure. To ensure you do not miss these cinematic journeys of healing and profound karmic philosophies, subscribe to the channel and awaken the notification bell. Gem Wisdom remains here, your steadfast companion on the pilgrimage back to absolute stillness. I offer my deepest, most reverent bow of gratitude to you, the kindred spirit, who remained until these final fading seconds. Always remember, light does not spontaneously manifest. It is born in the very fraction of a second. You choose to embrace the darkest shadows of your own existence. May your body and mind reside in eternal peace. Farewell, until we meet again.